So I'm gonna hit a couple of balls here with different stepping drills. These are all over the internet. I didn't come up with all of them, I came up with some of them. It doesn't matter, they've been around for forever. But the way I use them is as a tool to get access to these patterns, which I call the primal patterns and the Swingflow patterns. And we have a lot of times it's good to get the club going. I saw back in the days, like years ago, Jakob doing something like this. That's basically what it's doing there, is creating some momentum, pushing the club forward first and then taking it back. That in itself is a good swing flow drill, a good sequence drill. And if you just add to this some steps, you're pushing the club forward, and as you do that, you're taking a step back. It's gonna look like this, and then you hit the ball. Okay, so with something like that, is take your regular stance, put your back foot in line with the ball, and push the club forward, and as you do that, you take the step back. That's an easy way to start, and these come in all variations. I've seen one that is popular now with Dr. Kwan. They use a similar one, pushing it forward, taking a step back, and then taking a step forward. It doesn't matter really what you do, as long as you do it in a way that feels effective for you. So that would look something like this. You have both feet together, pushing it forward, taking a step back, and then taking a step forward, and you hit it. That's one way of doing it. But the whole purpose is always to get the pressure from your front foot to your back foot and back to your front foot again in time. And one drill that I use a lot myself is actually the opposite of what I just did. So it's feet together, and actually as I take the club back, I'm stepping forward, and then as I move the club towards the target, then I step back with my back foot and I swing. So it's be like this. So that works for me because in my backswing, have a tendency to go down in my back leg and kind of get stuck here. So I want to push up a little bit. So when I get to here, I just focus on pushing up. So it looks something like this. So again, doesn't matter what you do what you feel suits you best. So try it out, experiment a little bit, and take some videos of yourself. And the only thing you need to see is if you put the pressure before the club, and especially of course in the downswing, if you're able to switch that pressure before that club is all the way on the top. That'll give you a chance to leave the club behind you a little bit. And it's also very trendy to shell the club and stuff. You don't really need to do that. If you have the right sequence and leave the club alone, it's gonna sort of drop into this area here for most people. If it doesn't, well, then you get something to work on the basis of this pressure shift. But it's gonna make it a lot easier to shell this club out if you have that right sequence. Instead of, if you're too far back for too long, shelling the club out is going to be super hard, and it's just not going to fit. The brain is not going to allow it. It's going to be a bad way of getting to the ball. If you're back here, you got to go this way more or less to get to the ball. So get the basics down, get this primal pattern down, and then build from there. So the second part there is to start adding some spices, I call them. So do I want more up, more down, more sideways? that want more torque into the ground, or when I press with my feet into the ground in a different way. And that's going to be a lot different for different players. You know, someone that is sliding a lot might want more torque to turn their hips. Someone that has a lot of torque might want more slide. You know, that's going to be like very individual. Okay, try it out, have some fun, and come up with your own stepping drills. You know, and if you find a good one, I mean, please leave it. Send me a video. I'm eager to learn more drills to make you play better golf and more people play better golf, because I see it all the time. When people get the sequence down in this way, I mean, it transforms their golf.